We process about 33,000 people per year come through our Sally Port. Police bring them, we take them. And we have to provide for their medical needs, their mental health needs, their medication. And many of these individuals that get booked into our county jail system have chronic acute health care needs, including mental health needs, that require outside hospital or outside doctor visits.
The problem that we ran into as a department is every time we send an inmate to the hospital, we have to have a correctional officer armed escort.
SORT is the Special Operations Response Team for the jail. We handle behavioral inmates, some mental health inmates that need special attention that maybe line staff doesn't have the time to deal with. We have clinic runs, court runs, IQ-checks, med pass, funeral runs, hospital transport, KSR transports and pickups, KCPC transports and pickups. Those are generally our day-to-day operations. And unruly inmates.
And sometimes our population is so sick and requires so many outside clinic runs that we don't have the staff to do that. So what we ended up with is a situation where we were having to force overtime people, and in some cases we were actually having to cancel clinic runs because we didn't have the staff to get them there.
The people on the outside, you know how hard it is to get a medical appointment. So when you get one canceled, then you're looking, 2 months later, 3 months later to get another appointment. People here, we need to get them to the medical care that they need.
We came up with a plan, myself and a couple of team members, and we elected to run all the runs ourselves. So we're still using overtime for that, but it's a voluntary overtime, not a, hey, you have to stay today. And without the guys on the team, it never would have happened that way. So I appreciate everyone on the team pitching in, and we stepped up and helped a lot of guys get to go home.
The overall morale is dramatically increased because we have people that are getting mandatory overtime, especially the midnight shift. They're the ones that's really reaping the benefit of this. Them guys were getting mandatory overtime 2 or 3 days a week.
When I was working the floors, I got forced 3-4 times a week right along with them, and I know what you missed out on at home, whether it was dinner, basketball games, RLTC stuff with the kids, anything like that.
Ready for court?
Since we started this back in July, we've not had to cancel a single clinic, and that is awesome because that means people that are in here are getting the care that they need.
I'll be back in a little bit and talk to you, okay?
Makes me feel pretty good. And it ought to make this community feel pretty good as well. When we have staff that are coming up with creative ways that not only save money, but in the best interest of public health, of human decency.
The beauty of this is not even in his scope. He's like the SWAT commander. So they're used to going in and dealing with people when they're disruptive and out of line. So it's kind of awesome that the fact that he stepped up and taken on such a responsibility that is nowhere in his toolbox as far as his day-to-day operations.
It's just kind of behind the scenes kind of thing, and you just get looked at like the jail, but there's a lot more involved with this job.